Dossie Easton, The Ethical Slut, A Practical Guide to Polyamory, Open Relationships, and Other Freedoms in Sex and Love. Embark on an exploration of polyamory, open relationships, and sexual freedom with The Ethical Slut, A Practical Guide to Polyamory, Open Relationships, and Other Freedoms in Sex and Love by Dossie Easton. This enlightening and informative book dismantles societal barriers and myths surrounding non-monogamous relationships, highlighting the importance of consent, safer sex practices, boundaries, and communication. It also offers strategies to navigate the intricacies of open relationships, providing tools needed to foster love, intimacy, and genuine connections in non-traditional dynamics. Delve deeper into the practical aspects of alternative relationship styles and embrace the diverse possibilities of love and fulfillment that lie ahead.
Embracing non-monogamous relationships. Western culture stigmatizes relationships that extend beyond monogamous, heterosexual ones. However, it is crucial to unlearn myths about sex and love in order to embrace non-monogamous relationships. Some of these myths include the belief that long-term monogamous relationships are the only authentic relationships, that romantic love is the only kind of love that exists, and that jealousy is inevitable in non-monogamous relationships. It is essential to abandon these myths and adopt new principles such as sex being an end in itself, recognizing that individuals are enough, and that abundance is available. By doing this, individuals can celebrate intimacy and friendship, explore and adventure, and embrace their capacity for love and intimacy without any guilt, embarrassment, or shame. Navigating relationships, tips for the experienced slut and the first-time explorer. Whether you're new to promiscuity or polyamory or have been exploring for a while, it's essential to have strategies to navigate the galaxy of relationship possibilities. Here are some of the most important tools to have in your kit. Consent is the foundation of all your sexual adventures. It should be informed, enthusiastic, ongoing, and revocable at any time. Safer sex practices are critical to reduce your risk of pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases. Consider physical barriers like condoms, gloves, dental dams, or plastic wrap, or practice fluid monogamy. Boundaries are crucial for negotiating competing needs and preferences in non-conventional relationship dynamics. Establish firm boundaries around emotions, your roles, and conversations where you share your feelings. Communication is a must for every slut. Be honest about your emotions and needs, listen effectively, and be receptive to partners' feedback. Affection outside of sex, touching, cuddling, giving compliments and little gifts, and spending quality time together can enhance intimacy. Faithfulness should be explored if you have primary partners. Agree to introduce them to any new romantic partners before things get serious and set certain activities that are off-limits outside the primary partnership. Planning is crucial for managing multiple relationships. Use a group calendar to schedule dates and address important needs across relationships. These tools will help you navigate the world of relationships whether you're a new explorer or an experienced slut. Remember, explore safely, communicate honestly, and set firm boundaries to honor yourself and your partners. Navigating non-monogamy, overcoming jealousy and building agreements. Non-monogamous living might be fun, but it's not free of challenges. One of the most significant challenges is jealousy, which all free love enthusiasts will eventually face. However, with a conscious effort to handle this negative emotion and communicate openly with partners, it's possible to mitigate its impact. It's also essential to transform unspoken assumptions into agreed-upon rules to avoid potential conflicts and protect emotional well-being. When opening up an existing relationship, honesty and trust-building must come first, followed by clear communication and taking only small, mutually agreed-upon steps at a time. By following these guidelines for navigating non-monogamy, any couple can successfully explore a broader range of sexual experiences and strengthen their primary relationship in the process. If you're thinking about embracing free love and opening up your current relationship, you may have some questions and anxieties. Although non-monogamous living has been around for decades, many people still feel nervous or hesitant about taking the plunge. They may have been raised on a traditional relationship model and feel uncomfortable challenging the norms. They may worry that they'll encounter jealousy or conflict, or simply feel unsure where to start the conversation. The good news is that all these concerns are valid and normal, and addressing them proactively can help ensure a smooth and emotionally fulfilling transition. One of the central challenges encountered by non-monogamous couples is jealousy. Despite the overwhelming benefits of free love, such as sexual exploration, greater emotional intimacy, and deeper reciprocal trust, jealousy can still rear its ugly head. When it happens, it's natural to feel frightened or overwhelmed, but it's crucial not to let those feelings take over your behavior. Instead, it's vital to sit with the jealousy and understand where it's coming from. Communicating openly with your partners and close friends can help you process and work through these feelings. It's also essential to establish and abide by agreed-upon rules and boundaries about expressing jealousy in a healthy and respectful way. Learning to communicate openly and transform unspoken assumptions into clear agreements is another key requirement when exploring a non-monogamous relationship. You may have a clear vision of what you want and expect from your partners, but unless you share it openly and establish consent-based agreements, misunderstandings and conflicts might arise. For instance, assumptions about what is off-limits or how much communication is required can cause problems down the line. Therefore, it's important to turn unspoken assumptions into mutually agreed-upon rules to avoid misunderstandings and protect emotional well-being. Whether you already have existing relationships or are starting from scratch, opening up to non-monogamous living requires delicate negotiations. Cheating or being secretive about your true intentions is never a good way to start, as it can break your partner's trust and cause lasting damage. Instead, it's best to approach the subject thoughtfully and candidly, creating a clear and specific vision that you can pursue long-term. This vision is best built together with your partners and may involve a series of small, mutually agreed-upon steps rather than a dramatic, all-at-once transition. You may wish to explore entry-level activities like going to a sex-positive party, posting a profile on a dating app, or inviting someone else on a coffee date. Whatever activities you decide to try, be sure to keep communication open and regularly check in on one another's emotional well-being. Non-monogamous living may not always be easy, but it is worth the effort if you're willing to put in the work. By embracing open communication, establishing clear agreements, and taking small mutually agreed-upon steps, you can build a deep and fulfilling relationship with your partners and explore a broader range of sexual experiences together. The pursuit of sexual pleasure. Have you ever realized that sex is fun and pleasure is worth seeking out? This is liberating and exciting, especially when we let go of conservative culture's lessons that casual sex is sleazy, dangerous, and immoral. In pursuit of sexual pleasure, you need to start with yourself, literally, by masturbating frequently to know your likes and dislikes around rhythm, pressure, edging, and toys. You also need to tune into your turn-on by discovering the visual, verbal, tactile, or emotional sensations that put you in the mood. Establish your unique conditions that need to be met before you can enjoy sexual pleasure fully. If you're interested in sex parties, ensure you follow the rules regarding consent and intoxication to protect everyone's pleasure. Always keep experimenting, keep in touch with your emotions and commit to abundant, intimate, joyous, and physically satisfying sex and romance for a world of pleasure waiting for you.
In conclusion, The Ethical Slut empowers readers to shed the stringent conventional expectations and celebrate their own sexual freedom. As you unlearn harmful myths and discover new principles, utilize essential tools like communication, boundaries, and safer sex practices to delve into the vast ocean of relationship possibilities. Embrace the challenges, such as jealousy, assumptions, and building trust, and learn to navigate them to enrich your journey as an ethical slut. The book ultimately encourages you to revel in various forms of love, intimacy, and pleasure, breaking free from societal constraints and expanding your horizons in pursuit of genuine connections and fulfillment.